Imagine rising from your favorite chair, an act you've performed 1,000 times, but today your knee protests. A sharp, unwelcome message fires through your nerves. A tightness, a swelling, a deep-seated feeling that something inside simply refuses to move. Suddenly, every step is heavier, every movement slower, less free. This isn't just pain, it's a quiet thief, stealing away your independence one small motion at a time. And here's the difficult truth. Most are told to rest more, to take another pill. But what if the real answer isn't less movement, but the right kind of movement? Gentle actions that don't just reduce swelling, but awaken your body's innate drainage system. Movements that help your knees stop fighting against you and start flowing with you again. In this video, I won't just show you 5 exercises. I am handing you 5 essential tools to reclaim your mobility, your strength, and your confidence. These are not recycled routines. I will explain why they work in a way you have likely never heard before. And the final technique, it's a little-known method I've taught privately for years, and now I'm sharing it with you. Before we begin, I'd love to know who I'm speaking with. Please take a moment to drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments below. Exercise 1. Supported leg elevation, gravity activated. We often think of healing as a passive act, lying down, waiting for the swelling to subside. But your body was not designed to heal in stillness. It craves gentle, purposeful motion. And yes, it needs gravity, but used in the right way. When fluid builds up in the knee joint, it's more than an inconvenience. It's a sign that your body's drainage system has stalled. You see, your calves, ankles, and even the muscles in your feet act as natural pumps for your lymphatic system. When you walk, flex, or lift, these pumps activate, moving excess fluid back up toward the heart. The problem is, when knee pain strikes, we stop moving, and the fluid remains stuck. This first exercise, supported leg elevation, isn't flashy, but it taps into something profound. It uses gravity and micro-movements to reactivate your circulation and gently coax fluid away from the knee. No squats, no stress, just a smart restart for your recovery. It's often the first thing I teach patients after an injury or surgery, not because it looks impressive, but because it works. It prepares your body for the next steps by reducing internal pressure, relieving stiffness, and sending a clear signal to your nervous system. We're moving again, we're healing. This is the beginning of your comeback. All it takes is a couch, a towel, and a few quiet minutes of intention. How to do it? Lie comfortably on your back, on your bed, or a yoga mat. Place your legs up on a couch, a chair, or a stack of pillows so that your knees are slightly bent and your feet are higher than your heart. Now, slowly point your toes away from you, then flex them back toward your body. Do this gently, alternating between feet if you like. Aim for 25 repetitions per leg, breathing naturally. You should feel a soft squeeze in your calves. That's the pump in action. This simple movement has powerful effects, improving venous return, activating the lymph system, and signaling fluid to move out of the knee joint. A helpful tip. If your legs start to feel warm or tingly, that's a good sign. It means your circulation is waking up. Perform this once or twice a day, especially in the evening, to ease heaviness after long periods of sitting. Exercise 2. Elevated knee extension. Unsticking the stiffness. If you've ever felt like your knee was locked in place, you weren't imagining it. When fluid builds up inside the joint capsule, it can act like glue, making your knee feel tight, heavy, or frozen. And here's the paradox. This stiffness isn't born from weakness, but from inactivity. Your knee is meant to glide, but when movement ceases, the surrounding tissues, the ligaments, tendons, and synovial lining, begin to lose their mobility and hydration. Fluid pools where it shouldn't, and the joint forgets its natural rhythm. This second movement, the elevated knee extension, is designed to gently unlock that rhythm. But instead of forcefully bending the knee, we work with gravity and the posterior chain, your hamstrings, calves, and the space behind the knee, to pull fluid away from the joint and retrain flexibility from the inside out. Here's where the magic lies. By raising your leg and slowly extending the knee, you trigger what's known as mechanical lymphatic flow, a natural suction created by the lengthening of soft tissues. Combine this with mindful breathing, and your body becomes the best therapist in the room. People often skip stretches, associating them with pain, but this one feels like a release, like peeling off a layer of tightness, one breath at a time. It's not about how far you can extend, it's about reminding your body that motion is possible again. And when that happens, healing finds its momentum. How to do it? Lie flat on your back, as in the previous exercise. Bend one knee, resting your foot flat on the floor. Now, raise the opposite leg, keeping it as straight as you comfortably can. Use a towel, a yoga strap, or your hands to gently support the back of your thigh. From here, slowly extend your knee, reaching your heel toward the ceiling. Don't force it. Stretch only until you feel a light tension, not pain. Then, relax slightly. Flex your foot toward your face as you stretch to engage the entire leg. Repeat for 10 to 15 reps per leg, holding each stretch for 3 to 5 seconds. Breathe deeply. Inhale as you extend. Exhale as you relax. Pro tip: keep your abdominal muscles lightly engaged for stability. This helps isolate the knee movement and prevents strain on your lower back. Practice daily to increase flexibility and gently reclaim your knee's natural range of motion. Exercise 3. Isometric quadriceps. Contraction, the sleeping guardian. Behind every stable knee is a strong quadriceps muscle, the guardian of the joint. But as we age, and especially when inflammation sets in, this guardian often falls asleep. The result? The joint becomes vulnerable, unstable, and prone to fluid buildup. Here is an overlooked truth. The quadriceps doesn't just help you walk or climb stairs. It also compresses the joint space, assisting in venous return and playing a vital role in siphoning away excess fluid. When the quad is weak or inactive, your knee simply cannot pump out the swelling on its own. That is why this exercise, the isometric quadriceps contraction, is a quiet powerhouse. You are not moving the joint. You are simply pressing and holding. Yet, within that stillness is a full activation of muscle fibers, triggering a neuromuscular awakening and shifting fluid dynamics inside the knee. Studies have shown that regular isometric contractions can significantly reduce pressure within the joint and enhance proprioception, your body's innate sense of stability. The beauty of this technique is its safety, even during a flare-up. You aren't bending or putting weight on the joint. You are simply reconnecting with a muscle that may have been dormant for years. And each time you engage it, you are telling your body, "We are strong, we are stable, we are ready." Never underestimate stillness. Sometimes the most powerful movement is the one you don't see, but feel deeply inside. How to do it. Sit or lie down with one leg extended in front of you. Place a rolled-up towel or small pillow under the crease of your knee for support. The goal is simple. Gently press the back of your knee down into the towel, as if trying to flatten it. You should feel your thigh muscle, your quadriceps, tighten and lift slightly. Hold this contraction for 5 seconds, then slowly release. Repeat for 3 sets of 10 repetitions per leg, breathing deeply throughout. Inhale as you prepare, and exhale during the contraction. A helpful tip: if you don't feel the quad activating much at first, that's normal. It may need a few repetitions to wake up. To increase the difficulty over time, you can place a lightweight like a small bag of rice on your thigh during the press. Practice daily to build strength and restore stability to the knee. Exercise 4. Straight leg raise, from stillness to strength. If the first 3 exercises were about reactivating your knee's internal systems, this fourth one is about rebuilding your power, carefully, safely, and with intention. The straight leg raise is more than just a lift. It's a declaration to your body that says, I am ready to carry myself again. Here's what makes it so special. It strengthens the quadriceps, stabilizes the hip, and mobilizes the knee, all without creating pressure inside the joint itself. Many people don't realize how deeply connected their hip, thigh, and knee are. When you lift your straight leg against gravity, you are not just working your thigh. You are engaging your hip flexors, activating your core, and triggering circulation throughout the entire lower limb. This controlled movement stimulates deep venous return, enhances muscular endurance, and improves neuromuscular timing, that critical brain-body connection that tells your leg how and when to stabilize. But perhaps most importantly, it gives you back a sense of agency. The ability to lift your own leg smoothly and with control is deeply symbolic. It means your body is no longer in defense mode. It's learning to move with strength again. This is where confidence begins to return, not because the pain is gone, but because you are no longer afraid of it. How to do it. Lie on your back with both legs extended. Bend one knee and plant that foot flat on the floor to protect your lower back. Now, with the other leg straight, tighten your thigh muscle and slowly raise the leg to about the height of your bent knee. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds, then lower it back down with control. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions per leg. Important. Your back should remain flat against the floor. Do not allow it to arch. Engage your core lightly throughout the movement. Keep your foot pointed toward the ceiling to ensure proper muscle alignment. If this feels too easy, you can add a light ankle weight of 1 or 2 pounds. Done consistently, this movement doesn't just build muscle, it restores the belief that your legs can and will support you step by step. Exercise. 5. Patellar. Mobilization and self-massage. Release to recover. Let's be honest. Most people ignore the front of their knee. They ice it, rest it, maybe stretch it, but they rarely touch it with purpose. And that is a missed opportunity. Because behind that swollen, stiff feeling is often a stuck patella, your kneecap, surrounded by congested fluid and tight tissues that restrict mobility from the inside out. The good news is your hands are one of the most powerful healing tools you possess. Through gentle massage and patellar mobilization, you can achieve 3 vital things. Stimulate blood flow to nourish the joint, encourage lymphatic drainage by physically guiding fluid out of swollen areas, and release small adhesions that limit your knee's natural glide. Most importantly, this technique restores your connection with your knee, not as a problem to be avoided, but as a part of you that is trying to heal. When you combine this with deep breathing, it becomes more than physical therapy. It becomes an act of self-trust, a quiet moment of saying, I am helping myself heal. Even many physical therapists don't teach this outside of clinical settings. But you deserve to know how to care for your own body, especially when the answers are, quite literally, in your own hands. How to do it. Sit on a firm surface with your leg extended and fully relaxed. Place your thumbs gently below the kneecap, with your fingers cradling each side. Begin with gentle, circular motions around the patella, moving the skin and soft tissue, not just rubbing the surface. This warms the area and improves blood flow. Next, using your fingers, glide upward from the top of your shin toward your thigh, guiding excess fluid up toward the lymph nodes. Continue for 1 to 2 minutes. Now, gently move your kneecap, your patella, up, down, and side to side. These should be tiny, soft movements. Think of freeing up space, not pushing limits. Finish with full hand, circular strokes around the entire knee, using a light oil or lotion to soothe the tissues. Practice this daily after your exercises. This small ritual can make a profound difference, not just in the swelling, but in how safe and ready your knee feels to move again. Real-world advice for lasting change. Progress does not come from perfection. It comes from patience. At 60, 70, or even 80, your body still responds to consistency more than intensity. You don't need to do every repetition perfectly or see dramatic results overnight. What matters is that you keep showing up, even on the days your knees feel stiff or your energy is low. Small, repeated efforts lead to lasting change. And remember, pain is not a failure. It is feedback. Listen to your body, respect its limits, and trust that healing, though quiet, is always happening when you move with care. Closing. Every step forward is a victory. You've made it to the end, and that in itself is a powerful statement. It means you're not here to give up. You're here to take back control. If you've ever felt like your knees were holding you back from the life you love, from walking your dog, tending your garden, playing with your grandkids, or simply standing up without wincing, I want you to hear this clearly. Your knees are not broken. Your body is not finished. It is simply asking for the right kind of attention. These 5 exercises are not just movements. They are invitations. Invitations to reconnect with your strength, your rhythm, and your inner healer. Each small motion you make is a signal to your nervous system that says, I am still here. I still want to move. I still believe in recovery. Will this journey be perfectly linear? No. Some days will feel easier than others. But if you stay consistent, if you treat your body not like a machine, but like a dear friend worth caring for, it will respond. Slowly at first, and then all at once. And one day soon, you'll notice that the stairs don't seem so steep, that the morning stiffness fades faster. You'll stand taller, walk longer, and move with a renewed sense of trust. If this video has helped you, please leave a comment below, not just for me, but for others who need to find hope today. Your story might be the reason someone else decides not to give up. You deserve to move freely. You deserve to feel strong. And you are not alone on this path. Let's keep walking, one mindful step at a time.